So I got this server to myself, so I guess I'll go off on whatever I wanted to say. Um, and if this offends you, I'm sorry, but I don't care. Like, I can say anything I want, and there's a time and place for everything, and this is the time and place. So, anyway, I wanted to kind of like, I don't know, I always thought it was super fucking weird how people get offended by words. Like, not even things that are directed at them specifically, but just like words, like the N word or the R word. Like, why is somebody who isn't black getting offended when some dude on like a VR chat server says the N word? Like, they're not talking to you or anybody in specific. They're just trying to be funny. It's not really that funny, but it's like, why should you be offended by it? I understand that I'm not black either, but that's not my point. My point is, it's just like, as humans, like, what is the significance, or I guess, like, what's the point of getting offended by words coming out of your mouth? It's just language. And I don't know. I used to be super opinionated about this kind of thing, and I guess I still am, but I'm just not as aggressive about it. I don't know. I think it's kind of depressing that there's people out there that genuinely believe it's better to just limit your vocabulary. I'm not saying you should go out and start fucking saying the N-word. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just like this, like, people that think that you shouldn't say certain things, even in its respected time and place. Like, why? You're just limiting your vocabulary, and in turn, you're limiting your actual, I would say, your actual intelligence, because I mean, your language really expands on your intelligence, with the things that you say. Like, I don't know. To me, like, for instance, it's like when you're saying fuck or shit. Like, saying fuck gets your point across a lot more than just saying, like, oh, shut up. Like, no. You should be saying, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, it gets your point across a lot better, and people understand it more. But it's like, these people are so, like, there's people that get offended by the smallest thing. Like, if you ever go to a furry server on, like, VR chat, you'll find somebody there that will not respect any words that come out of your mouth except for, oh my god, kawaii, oh my god, your persona is so cute, like, just because, like, they just want to live a perpetual life of comfort and safety, despite the fact that this world is basically a shithole, I mean, I think that's really the whole thing, is it's like they just want to be comfortable, and I get it, and there's always a time to be comfortable and safe, but, like, you can't hide from everything. There are things in this world that are not going to be nice to look at or hear or what. And that's why I always hated, like, soft language for serious things like suicide. Like, oh, he passed away. Like, no, he fucking killed himself. That's what it is, Like, I feel like it might sound ridiculous at first, but I feel like putting soft language on something like shell shock can really take away from the actual effects of the condition and what that person's going through. Like, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. George Carlin had a whole thing about this, but it's just like, why are we dragging it out to make it sound not so scary when this person is suffering? Like, I think if I had, like, if I had post-traumatic stress disorder, I would want to refer to it as shell shock or something, because it's just like, it takes away from the seriousness of it. It takes away from what that person's actually going through, but it sounds nicer, and it sounds nice and safe and soft and comfortable, and it's not comfortable. Nothing about PTSD is comfortable and nice and soft and squishy. Okay, so sometimes there's gonna be things that you're gonna have to hear and or see in order to get through it, okay? And with that being said, I feel like a lot of these people that just, soften up language, soften up everything, I feel like they're shackled down, and they'll never really experience just the true fruits of life, I mean, just fucking around on a server and, like, doing something like scanning for retards, beep, 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 towards somebody, like, that shit's hilarious, but there's somebody that gets offended by that. And 9 times out of 10, they're not even retarded. Like, it's the people that, like, get offended by shit And it's like, who gave you the right to be offended by the word retard when you're not mentally challenged yourself? Like, what? You know, like, I mean, just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's also just like they want to feel special. Some of them, most of them just want attention, you know? Like, they don't even really know the full gravity of the word. They just hear it and are like, oh my god, you just said that, you're getting banned. Like, what the what? Like, I mean, a perfect example is a Discord server ran by Fitz, who's this YouTuber, and he's like, this dude has had some of the most offensive jokes in the world on you, like, some of the most offensive shit on the platform. And he has a server that for some reason it's against the rules to be homophobic or say any, or sorry, not be homophobic, but it's like it's against the rules to say faggot and gay and retard and all this and shit. And that dude that owns the server literally is known for all of that shit. He's literally said all of those things as jokes, and they're hilarious. But it's like, why is it that I have been banned from that server 6 different times because of shit like that? Like, it's just kind of ironic that, like, that servers like that are ran by the worst people. And that's why I kind of moved over to VR chat from Discord, because because Discord is just, it's just a lame ass place now. You know, it used to be a place where you could just get into a server and go straight into a VC and just start saying foul shit for laughs, you know? And everybody would laugh about it, you know? But now it's like you can't say any of that because everybody in Discord is just a bunch of these lame ass like internet e-girls and e-boys that just like just fucking turn every fucking hilariously awesome vulgar Discord server into a safe space. Like, fuck safe spaces, bro. Fuck that shit. You know why? Because I mean, they're trying to create a safe, comfortable place for people while ironically kicking out normal ass people for saying just normal shit. Like, not even anything offensive, like, oh, dude, I just saw this movie yesterday, it was retarded, you know? And you can get in trouble for that. And it's ridiculous as fuck. Like, I'm not even so mad anymore that I can't say certain things. I think I'm more upset the fact that there's people in this world that will never be able to experience that epic fucking joy of just saying whatever the fuck you want to say, you know? Because all these people are so careful about not saying the wrong thing. They're so careful about not offending somebody that they forget about their own needs. They forget about the fact that they're an individual person who should be thinking for themselves. But they don't. They're like a robot, man. You know, and it's annoying. It's just annoying because it's like you want more for people to just feel that freedom of just being able to say whatever you want. But at the same time, you know that you can't fix stupid. Like, you can make a pretty person ugly, and you can make an ugly person pretty. But you can't fix somebody who's fucking dumb. Because, you know, if they don't want to learn, they don't want to learn. And if they're not going to learn, they're not going to get smart. And if they're not going to get smart, they're just going to stay stupid. I mean, that's just the whole thing. But anyway, I think I got my point across. People should just be more free with themselves. You know, stop worrying so much about what the fuck they're saying and what they're talking about and what everybody else is talking about. Just live life. Like, holy fucking shit, dude. Anyway, sorry this was super out of pocket, but yeah.